If you think sleep is overrated but still crave a thrill, then brace yourself. The story you're about to hear is not for the faint of heart. It's a tale that has haunted the internet for years, a story that blurs the line between reality and nightmare. The Russian sleep experiment is about to take you on a nightmarish journey. A journey that delves deep into the human psyche, exploring the terrifying consequences of pushing the boundaries of human endurance. In the late 1940s, Soviet scientists allegedly conducted a chilling experiment. This was a time of intense political tension and scientific curiosity, where the quest for knowledge often overshadowed ethical considerations. They wanted to explore the effects of extreme sleep deprivation. Sleep, a fundamental human need, was to be stripped away, revealing the raw, unfiltered reactions of the human mind and body. Their subjects? 5 political prisoners. These were men who had already endured the harsh realities of life, now subjected to an even more harrowing ordeal. The method? A special gas designed to keep them awake for 30 days. This gas, a concoction of chemicals, was meant to suppress the natural urge to sleep, forcing the body and mind into uncharted territory. Initially, all seemed fine. The prisoners adapted to their new reality, their bodies and minds adjusting to the lack of sleep. The prisoners chatted, laughed, even shared secrets. It was as if they were trying to maintain a semblance of normalcy in an increasingly abnormal situation. But as days turned into weeks, the atmosphere grew dark. The initial camaraderie began to fade, replaced by a growing sense of unease and paranoia. Conversations turned into frantic whispers, then eerie silence. The once lively room became a place of dread, where every shadow seemed to hold a new terror. By day 9, paranoia set in. The prisoners began to suspect each other, their minds playing tricks on them as the lack of sleep took its toll. The subjects began to show signs of severe distress and psychosis. Their eyes, once filled with hope, now reflected the madness that was consuming them. Screaming, thrashing, and then nothing. The silence that followed was more terrifying than the screams, a silence that spoke of unspeakable horrors. When researchers finally entered the chamber on day 15, they were unprepared for what they would find. They discovered a scene straight out of a horror movie. The room was a chaotic mess, a testament to the horrors that had unfolded within its walls. Flesh torn from bodies, blood smeared on walls, and the worst part? The prisoners' eyes filled with a desperate, haunting plea. The prisoners begged for the gas to be turned back on. They had become so dependent on it that the thought of living without it was unbearable. They claimed they no longer needed sleep, only the gas to survive. Their minds had been twisted to the point where the gas was their only lifeline. The most disturbing revelation came when one subject muttered, "We are the embodiment of pure sleep deprivation. We are what you fear in the deepest corners of your mind." These words, spoken with a chilling calmness, echoed the true horror of the experiment. So, did Soviet scientists really conduct the Russian sleep experiment? Or is it just a twisted urban legend spun from the shadows of our darkest fears? The lines between fact and fiction are often blurred, especially when it comes to stories that tap into our deepest anxieties. One thing's for sure, this story will keep you up at night. The thought of what the human mind is capable of under extreme conditions is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the macabre, there's more where that came from. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Your support helps us bring you more stories that explore the darkest corners of human experience. Sleep tight, if you can. And remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that could be true.